Okay, and finally, a group known as Christian Solidarity Worldwide Nigeria has called for prosecution of repentant Boko Haram insurgents for crimes against Nigerians. The group particularly demanded justice for Ruth Bogu and Asana Adamu, who were abducted by Boko Haram fighters from government secondary school Chibok in Borno and recently returned with 2 children each after 7 years in captivity. Kule, they've violated these girls, they've done everything, and they've even altered their destiny. And
I've never liked any idea of maybe amnesty or whatever you call it for people who have destroyed, maimed, killed, terrorized, our society. Whether you capture them or they willingly surrender themselves, there is no way somebody will come to the public treasury, and will steal billions, and will say later that even though I'm not gonna, I apologize, and you have to punish the person. So, not only for violating this case, what of the lives that were lost? They killed, do you know how many people have died? They've killed directly. You know how many people have been displaced? You know the kind of total destruction. There was one year I visited Madagali, Mobi. I saw the scale of destruction. I was shocked that, you mean Nigeria went through this? Some places they will demolish bridges, hospitals, schools, everything, totally. And you will see one person there.
Square one.
Everything destroyed. So those who are doing that,
setting the whole area back for another 40 years to kind of recover. All
of a sudden, because the army is a bit, on the offensive now, there's evidence that they won the war now. Some people now say, oh, let's surrender. And you say they should go home and say no more. That would be a big tragedy, a big mistake. And I love what the governor of Borno is saying. It's not embracing them. We have to think about what to do with them because they are a danger to society. Nobody can tell you that somebody has been radicalized. All of them, we need to, let the law speak.
We've been on this case now, and since Sunday, and we've been looking at the twist and turn of this so-called repentant
Boko Haram. I said repentant Boko Haram
members, and so when you look at it, Arewa Consultative Forum led by Audu yesterday called for their prosecution.
Yes,
and these ones are saying that no. They should also be prosecuted.
You say the thing is, we are too emotional in our country, and we jubilate too early, sometimes needlessly. This war,
and we forget
I know
easily.
I've been called names over my reading of the situation in the Northeast, over my assessment of the war in the Northeast. I don't blame the people who are abusing me and say all kinds of things. Many of them have not taken the risk that I've taken to go to the places that I've been to. So they can sit in their homes and abuse people. Oh, you don't want the army to win the war, you hate Nigeria. All those funny things that people say on social media. But if you have seen destruction, if you have seen Boko Haram fill a well with people's corpses, you've seen Boko Haram behead people, destroy entire communities, you are going to think twice about amnesty for these ones. And I'm happy that it is the people of the area. No one can feel this more than the Shehu of Borno himself.
It can degenerate into a
process.
No one
can feel this more than the governor of the state. He knows there is a precarious situation that he's facing. Now, a lot of this, what are these guys doing? They are simply pushing their wives to government. Go and start taking care of our wives. Because if you look at the videos, a clear majority are women. Where are their husbands? Their husbands are staying put in the bush and pushing their women and children to the government to start feeding. The kind of attention that the people that they traumatized and ended up in the IDP camps don't get. We have done reports about suffering in the IDP camps, where they cook rice for people, they deliberately will not let the rice done. It won't be cooked sufficiently so that the people won't be able to eat everything. You know, when you are eating rice that is hard, you give it up at some point so that they can feed their animals, their livestock with the remnant. The more remnant that is left, the greater their joy. Because they are taking, yes, we did analysis on this and showed pictures. Now, you go to communities, it's not just Chibok girls alone. Everywhere, every time these people attack a community, the people they leave behind are the people who are extremely old, who are useless to them, 90-year-olds, you know, people who can barely walk. They take the men, they use the men to work. They have farms in the areas that they control. They have farms. They use the men to farm, the women to cook for them. They give the young women out as wives to their commanders. That's what happened. Shekau boasted about it that, look, I have given out Chibok girls to my commanders and sold some as slaves. People thought at that time that I was lying. Are we not seeing Chibok girls now coming with 2 kids and the rest? When he said he had married them off, check that video again. He boasted that he had married them off to his commanders. Are we not seeing that it is true that when he said it, he was not lying? So now, you forced a 16-year-old girl into marriage and put her in the family way. You now come out in the open to say you have repented. So why did you marry this underage? Why did you force this underage girl into marriage? That is the point that this group is saying, that kind of person deserves to be put on trial. And I believe absolutely that's the best thing.
Okay, look at the boy now. The boy,
yeah?
That means the boy grew up
right now in the bush. In the bush. Yes, that's where somebody was telling me that, look, some of these guys, that they had not even seen bananas before. They don't know what banana looks like, because in the part of the forest where they are, bananas don't grow. You know, so this is the thing. They've been there. Look, now their own relatives, they are just pushing, oh yeah, government, go and take care of these people for us. No, they have to sit down and think. They have to sit down and think.
Evaluation, we need to go.
A lot of these people,
the children, they need to work on them. So
the life that they forced on these people was not what they planned.
The concept of humanity to this people.
It was not what they planned. Now look at the boy, see the handsome boy. You see, this is not a life that they planned for. And the people subjected them to this kind of life, there should be justice. There was a quotation that I saw. Let me read the quotation. It said, when talking about Boko Haram, when the accused is punished, the victim is avenged. When the guilty pays, fairness is exalted. That's what the quotation is saying, and derived from the Bible. That when the accused is punished, the victim is avenged. The victim feels that, yes, justice has been done to me when you punish the accused person. But right now, they are looking for opportunities to continue to feed off Nigeria after visiting violence of their country.
To be taken in,
yes,
to be fed by the government,
yes,
and they must still be dangerous.
So how many Zulum, just like his boss Kashim, would want a situation in which even the IDP camps are shut down? You know, Kashim Shettima tried to do it. I told him at that time that no, that you cannot shut any IDP camp. When their communities are still unsafe, where do they go to?
Volatile.
Now, this governor has said that keeping people in IDPs is not sustainable. So the IDPs at some point, we have to find something to do with them. If we keep their communities safe, they will be able to go back. But the problem is those areas are not safe. So how do they go back? They will die. Now, what do we do with these ones now that are coming? That means they're worsening the IDP situation.
The fanatics, Repentant Boko Haram, the government has been doing something. They released Repentant Boko Haram. We should try there. We should. I don't know who is afraid of letting this so-called Repentant Boko Haram to face the law. We have the laws that can take care of them. Let the courts, pronounce on them.
The ones that have even been arrested. What have we done to them?
We are not doing anything.
How many of them have we put on trial? Yes, we had that some people who were sending money to Boko Haram. Some Bureau de Change operators were giving money to Boko Haram to fund the fight. When are we going to put them on trial?
The government is saying it that if we start prosecuting those, sponsoring and financing Boko Haram, it's only talk. I know.
We have not seen action.
There are no action.
Okay, and that's a wrap on the program today. Adekulu Yusuf, thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution. And BKO, thank you for your contribution as always.